have a Florence mass shooting. Yeah. We have a gunman with a criminal history out here in these streets. I ain't afraid to touch on it. I promise you that right there. Look at our lighter hue brother. Chase. His name is Chase. It looked like he cut it. Damn it, just according to the name, it looked like it sounds like he come from a good family. A good family with some paper out here in these streets, don't it? But him a mass shooter.
Also this evening, we are learning much more about that gunman. Chase Garvey had a series of run-ins with police, including charges of raping a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah, but
shut the front door. I ain't know about the grape charge. Go ahead.
Some who knew him say they're stunned by the violent outbursts. WLWT News 5's Brian Hamrick has long been looking into Garvey's background today. And Brian, what can you tell us?
Yeah, well, actually, police spotted Garvey's vehicle leaving the shooting scene. They chased him, got down to here. This is right where 42 turns on the Hicks Pike. And still skid marks in the grass over here where Garvey left the road, shot himself. They're not sure which one came first. Chase.
Yeah, right. Chase the shooter and the rapist. I can't believe it.
Garvey was 21 years old. Okay. He has a disturbing criminal past, but nothing that would indicate he would unleash such an explosion of violence. He was charged with the rape of a 13-year-old girl in 2021 when he was 18. Court documents indicate he served 230 days. More recently, in April of 2022, he pleaded guilty to charges of unlawful transaction with a minor. Now he's sentenced to 5 years, which would have put him in jail until 2027, but he was released on parole. Then, in June of last year, he was caught doing donuts in a parking lot. Inside the car with him was another 13-year-old. It's not clear how long his parole was revoked, but he was out again. We talked to people who knew Garvey. They claim this violence was completely out of character for him.
Violence was out of character when he already has been charged with rape of a 13-year-old girl. I'm not going to back it up yet. Go ahead.
Friendly, well-mannered.
He was well-mannered. Got it.
All kinds of manners. I mean, he wasn't rude.
He
was just. This is completely out of the picture for him. He did it. There ain't no doubt he had to snap and lose his mind. But you know what causes that? Who knows?
Yeah, now despite the felony conviction, Garvey still somehow had a gun. Now I talked to Florence police about that. They tell me this is part of the investigation. If they can determine who gave him the gun, who sold him the gun, they could face charges as well. Reporting live, Brian Hamrick, WLWT News 5.
Still so many questions. Brian, do they know why Garvey came to this house?
Yeah, now the father of the woman, one of the folks who were shot and injured, he's the husband of, ex-husband of the woman who was shot and killed, Bruce Parrott. He tells us that Garvey was there to see an ex-girlfriend, that there was some sort of a dispute, and he came there with the gun because of that. He also tells us that Parrott had an event the night before. Garvey showed up to that as well. Police were called, but there was no trouble from Garvey, so he wasn't arrested. Ashley?
All right, Brian.
So about that monkey. He caused a problem about that monkey, a mass shooting about that monkey. Oh, so that's regular shit right there. Shout out to C-Note for the 499 super chat. He say, Willie, I blame the lighter hue sister. Say, give it up, and these lighter hue brothers will come down. It's a doggone shame. We got to go back to his sentencing stage. Hold on.
Old girl in 2021 when he was with the rape of a 13-year-old girl in 2021 when he was 18.
He was 18, 13-year-old girl. I wouldn't really have an issue with it if it wasn't grape, which we still don't know whether it was grape or not. Maybe she was caught and then she said that it was grape, but we never know. We never know. But he only got what, 280 days or something?
21 when he was 18. Court documents indicate he served 230 days.
230 days. That's not even a year. Chase pleaded guilty to the charge of unlawful transaction with a minor in a second degree, a felony. B and he hereby sentenced to the term of 5 years. All right. So this right here was like the second charge. All right, back it up.
When he was 18, court documents indicate he served 230 days. More recently, in April of 2022, he pleaded guilty to charges of unlawful transaction with a minor.
Unlawful transaction with a minor got him 5 years. Oh my God, what is the system doing? The grape got him 200 and damn it, I keep forgetting the doggone numbers. Hold on.
230 days.
230 days. 230. The grape got him 230. All right.
More recently, in April of 2022, he pleaded guilty to charges of unlawful transaction with a minor. Now he's sentenced to 5 years, which
unlawful transaction got him 5 years. So the grape is 230, and he go free. Not even a year, because a year is 365 or 364, depending on the year. Got 5 years for unlawful transaction. What is a unlawful transaction with a minor? In my mind, an unlawful transaction would mean that he bought monkey from a minor. Can y'all tell me what y'all think it is? He said 230 days, great, transaction with a minor equals exchange of goods, right? So he bought some monkey from a minor. Was the minor selling an RV stolen? Bam, say blame it on the vaccines. He said Dr. Hugh would have got 10 to 30. Well, 10 to 20. Got to be more careful. Sex is a transaction. Yes. Well, yeah. Unlawful yeah. So it don't have to be a sale. Because sex is a transaction. You absolutely correct. Got to be more careful. So instead of them just saying, but watch this. So he's not charged with graping a minor in this one. So whoever the minor was, they consented, but was unable to consent. So that means that they did not fall under the Romeo-Juliet law. So that means that that person had to be 13 also. Damn, I'm good. Willie, you is excellent. When you really, really think about it, right? 13 seems to be his number. I don't know if he lived like around the same middle school or something like that right there. But 13 is the number. See, because he got a great charge of a 13. And then an unlawful transaction of a minor. But remember, he's 18. So they should have some type of Romeo-Juliet law. Romeo-Juliet law, for those of you who do not know, it's a 4-year span of, like, if you're 13, you can consent to having sex with somebody that's 4 years. Oh, but if it's 13, yeah. You can consent in a 4-year type thing. If you're 14 to 18, 15 to 19, stuff like that right there. And I'm guessing like 13 to, if you're 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, so 13 to 17. So it's probably like a 14-year-old. No, it had to be like a 13-year-old, but the 13-year-old consented, although legally the 13-year-old could not consent, so it won't fall under grape. But if anything, it should have fell under statutory grape, right? Should be confusing when they do not be charging people properly.
Unlawful transaction with a minor. Now he's sentenced to 5 years, which would have put him in jail until 2027, but he was released on parole.
That boy got parole. That boy done great one, less than a year. Unlawful transaction, released on parole. Now he done slid up to an ex-house, bought that monkey. That boy's aggressive about some monkey, huh? Not Chase.
Then in June,
Chase chasing that monkey
of last year, he was caught doing donuts in a parking lot inside the car with him.
Inside the car with him, another 13-year-old girl. That boy love him 13. It's something about that number 13. 13 is one of the devil's numbers. That's why there's no 13th floor in the buildings.
There's another 13-year-old. It's not clear how long his parole was revoked, but he was out again. We talked to people who knew Garvey. They claim.
I wonder if the house who he went to had a 13-year-old. I wonder was the ex-girlfriend the 13-year-old? I don't know. He came around there and shot up some people. So, listen, shout out to Chase. And y'all may need to watch some people with the name Chase. Chase ain't stable, but damn, he don't look like no shooter, though. This is a face only a mother could love. He does not look like a shooter, though. He damn sure don't look like a rapist. Come on, y'all. I don't know. Let's bring it up just a little bit more.
Questions, Brian. Do they know why Garvey came to this house?
Why he came to the house?
Yeah, now the father of...
Now this is confusing, so we really got to listen. The father of...
the woman, one of the folks who were shot and injured.
The father of one of the folks who was shot and injured.
He's the husband of, ex-husband of the woman who was shot and killed.
He's the husband or the ex-husband of the woman who was shot and killed. I'm thrown off. I have no idea what's going on.
Bruce Parrott, he tells us that Garvey was there to see an ex-girlfriend, that there was some sort of a dispute, and he came there with the gun because of that.
He came there to see an ex-girlfriend, but if this is a father and this is the father's home, is it the father's daughter? I don't understand. Or was it somebody who was living at the house? See, it's not explained properly.
With the gun because of that. He also tells us Garvey was there to see an ex-girlfriend, that there was some sort of a dispute, and he came there with the gun because of that. He also tells us that Garvey, that Parrott had an event the night before. Garvey showed up to that as well. Police were called, but there was no trouble from Garvey, so he wasn't arrested.
He came around there the night before that. It was tripping. You know, I'm going to come back tomorrow. I'm going to see if you feel the same way. And if you do, bow, bam on you. They might as well just let Garvey back out. Man, if y'all don't let Chase back out and he got the entry in y'all streets, let him back out there in that neighborhood. The neighborhood that he been in. Yeah. That neighborhood. Shout out to Jay for the $2 super chat. He say, if it was darker hue, it wouldn't be a mass pewing. Pew, pew, pew. Move right along. That's